Hello everyone. Today we're going to explore a very interesting topic, identifying desires that are truly our own versus those that are imposed upon us. People asked for this in the comments under previous videos, and it really is an important subject. But before we start, I'd like to mention something else. If you recall, in my last video, I introduced a small interactive project where you, the viewers, would vote on something for me to look at on the subtle plane. Maybe a historical figure or event. I mentioned we'd keep the poll open until next Friday. So, right after I publish this current video, I'll check which comment under my previous video received the most likes and then look at that topic on the subtle plane, that lead recording it for you. I hope it'll be really interesting and exciting. I also hope this becomes a regular feature. I've been doing something similar over on Boosty, where I sometimes record live as I'm looking at things on the subtle plane. I've done it for various people and events, including Prigozhin. I've also recorded a few related podcasts in Telegram, so this format isn't entirely new to me. There's another interesting piece of news I'd like to share. My course on disconnecting from attachments, which started on May 1st, has finally wrapped up. We spent about 4 months on it. Roughly 78 hours of recordings in total. It was not just lectures but also Q&A sessions that felt almost like personal consultations for many participants. We went through so many personal scenarios and general issues that can arise on this topic. Seriously, 778 hours of material and people were amazed. It was a truly memorable experience for me too. So intense, sometimes I was recording Q&As for almost 2 days straight. But we got through all the material. And a lot of participants have shared how much their lives have changed. They've had major revelations, like their perspective on life has done a 180, and they're really seeing results. So you could say we spent our summer putting in the hard work on ourselves, and now, in the fall, we're reaping our harvest of inner growth. Those who missed out, don't worry. The entire course is available in recorded form on my platform, so you can do it whenever you want. And because there's so much unpacking to do, I'm sure people will revisit certain sections multiple times to get new insights. Anyway, let's go back to our main topic. In my last video, we discussed how important it is to live consciously, how society manipulates us using imposed desires. How they say, you can't do anything, just follow instructions, and what consequences can arise if we live unconsciously, not taking responsibility for our own lives. I hope I conveyed that responsibility matters not just for our own personal well-being, but on a collective level too. If each person says, I'm not responsible for my life, that mindset on a large scale can lead to truly catastrophic outcomes. Let's now relate that to the question. Is this desire really mine or is it someone else's? Think about the activities that genuinely bring you joy. Maybe you knit, you dance, you sing. You're a manager at an ice cream factory. Doesn't matter. As you do it, your whole inner being lights up with excitement. You feel a sense of inspiration, almost as if you're sprouting wings and soaring. That feeling of being uplifted. And let's clear up a misconception: inspiration isn't exclusive to writers or musicians. It can arise in any work from a manager's job to painting walls. If it lights you up inside, it's likely to be your authentic desire, not one that's been imposed from outside. How can you tell if it's imposed? Usually, imposed desires come from someone else telling you, this thing is great, you absolutely need it. And you go, yes, yes, I want that, without any genuine personal excitement. For example, you see an ad declaring that a certain cleaning product is, yes, the best, or that a certain brand is the latest trend, and you say, what? Yes, I want it simply because everyone else does. That's what we call forced choice. Society or advertisements might push it on you, so you adopt it without real self-driven enthusiasm. I'll give a silly example. I'm not easily swayed by advertisements. Often, they even put me off. Recently, I decided to wash my hair with rye flour. But the way I arrived at that idea was through a personal need. I wanted something without harsh chemicals because I realized that even so-called sulfate-free shampoos weren't meeting my needs. So I intentionally began searching for a more natural method. This is different from someone randomly scrolling the internet, seeing a viral video about rye flour for hair, going, wow, that's cool, then never actually trying it yet promoting it to everyone else. That second scenario shows how people can be influenced by random hype and spread it around without personal experience, like a chain reaction of word of mouth. This same pattern underlies a lot of marketing. One person gets enthusiastic about something, maybe because they saw an ad, then tells the next person who tells another. We can see it with tech gadgets too. Wow, such a cool phone. Then everyone says it's the coolest phone, and the group consensus compels more people to buy it. But is that desire really theirs, or did they absorb it because everyone says so? In my rye flour example, I personally had a real need. I want a chemical-free alternative for hair washing. That was my conscious goal. Then I went looking for a solution. That's how you can recognize desires that come from your own needs. The same logic applies to anything you want to fulfill in your life, whether it's buying an apartment, finding a good job, or something else. If it's truly your wish, you identify the need first. Let's dig deeper. A true desire is when you say, I have this specific need. Take the example of wanting a good job. I want a good jobby is a vague statement. For each person, the phrase good job could mean something different. So if someone asks, what exactly do you mean by good? And you can't define it, and then you're not clear on your desire. If you're serious about shaping your life, write it down. Ask yourself, what do I really want from a job? Are you looking for a flexible schedule, a Monday to Friday routine, shift work, or maybe a rotation schedule where you work 1 month on, 1 month off? Also, what kind of tasks do you want? Do you want to be in an office, traveling the world, working from home? By clarifying specific qualities, you gain a concrete vision of the job you truly want. It's the same with any other type of goal, like wanting a TV. Instead of I want a good TV, define which attributes matters, screen size, certain features, and so on. This is an essential step in shaping your reality. Once you consciously understand your genuine needs, you'll know exactly what you're looking for, while people who don't know tend to be more easily manipulated. Indeed, if you're unclear, I just want a good TV, a salesperson can push any model telling you it's great. You may well buy it even if it's not actually right for you. But if you know precisely, and I need it to do this and that, you're much harder to sway with random pitches. You'll stand by your own criteria. This logic applies to everything in life. Take the example of wanting money. Often people say, I just want more money. But that's not a real goal. 10 rubles is money. 5 rubles is money. Even 10 kopecks is money. That's why it's a poor formulation. You need to be specific. What do you really want money for? In my club, we've discussed why I want money is an unhelpful desire. It's a bad idea to treat money itself as the goal. Rather, define the actual end goal. Maybe you need a down payment for a home, or capital to start a business, or resources to travel. By identifying a concrete objective with clear attributes, you shift your mindset from I want money to I want X for a specific purpose, and that shifts how you behave and how you create your reality. Even neurophysiologists will tell you something similar from the perspective of brain chemistry, while I'm explaining it from the perspective of shaping reality. In either case, once you zero in on your exact needs, your behavior changes. If you just say, I want a decent TV with no idea of specifics, you become the uncertain shopper who's easy to persuade. But if you walk in with a checklist, it needs to have these features in this size, do these things. You're much more resilient against sales pitches that don't match your needs. So again, be clear about your desires. Be mindful of what you truly need. That's a key step in avoiding imposed or borrowed desires. If you know what you want, It's much harder for someone else to come along and force their version of good upon you. That's about all I have for today. I hope this video helps you see things from a wider perspective. Maybe it lets you look at certain aspects of life in a new light. As always, sending love and hugs. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share my channel. Become a member of my Telegram channel and discuss with like-minded people as a supporting club member.